Hey everyone, this is Jose Baeza here, and I want to welcome you to this Facebook Live. So I wanted to do this particular video because there's so many great things happening right now. I apologize if it's a little bit loud, but it is an office, so there's a lot of things happening here. So first and foremost, I want to make sure that I invite each and every one of you guys to an event that's happening tomorrow in the city of Chicago. And as you guys know, I'm here in the Chicagoland area. I'm from the suburbs, but I'm always in the city. And because of that reason, we've been able to grow our network, not just myself, but my business partners. We've been able to grow a huge network in the city and in the Chicagoland area where on average, we have about anywhere from 100 people to about 200 people that attend these networking events. So tomorrow, we'll be having one at Joy District. So for those of you guys that are familiar with the city or maybe not, you definitely want to check out Joy District in Chicago. This is going to happen from 5:30 p.m. We'll start registration, and it will go all the way up to 9 p.m. It's going to be fun. It's going to be an environment where you can get some leads, generate some business. As I always mention, there's always a purpose, and the purpose is always to improve either your business or even improve your life. So again, check it out. Go to the website, limitlessafterwork.com, and take a look at some of the events that we have. It's not just tomorrow. So if you cannot make it tomorrow downtown, then you can definitely make it to one of our other events that we're having. And we have them almost every single week. As a matter of fact, we do have some every week, but we have them all over the state. So tomorrow is going to be Limitless After Work in the city in Joy District. You don't want to miss it. Go to that link on limitlessafterwork.com, and you'll see that there's a way to register there. And then you'll also get a chance to see some other ones as well. Second event that I want to mention to you guys is real estate. As you guys already know, or you may not, I specialize in raising capital for real estate investors, for entrepreneurs, for startups, through several different venues such as lines of credit and also term loans. For those of you guys that are interested in starting your own business, if you already have a business and you're just looking to grow, you're going to need capital. Everything requires money, everything. And because of that reason, you need access to money. But the challenge that a lot of entrepreneurs have is that most of the times we don't know how to get funding. We don't know how to get started. We end up using our own personal credit cards, which I'm personally guilty of. And that ends up being a big mistake because it hurts your personal credit. Anything over 30% debt in your debt to credit ratio is going to hurt you. So a lot of you guys, if you're not familiar, if you have $10,000 in personal credit and you use over 30%, which is only $3,000, and that's not a lot, it's going to hurt your credit score. So just be careful in doing that. And for that reason, we offer a line of credit that you can get up to $250,000, as you can see here in the so it's over here in the sign in the back. But up to $250,000 within 7 to 10 business days, 0% interest rate guaranteed, with no collateral, no documentation required in terms of like a lot of paperwork. So everything is revolved around your credit. You do need to have at least a 700 plus credit score, no open bankruptcies, less than 30% debt to credit ratio, and for you to have at least some sort of credit established. If you meet that criteria, then I can go ahead and help you in generating that credit line for your business and separating your personal from your business. Because at the end of the day, as you guys know, or you may not, I'm just saying that you need to separate your personal life from your business life, your personal finances from your business finances. And that's one way to do so, by establishing some sort of business credit. So that's what we do here. That's what I help and specialize with my team, of course. So if you're looking to increase your revenues, you're going to need some funding. You're going to need to expand. So definitely send me a message, and I'll go ahead and give you guys some more information about how we do it and what we need. But the number one thing that I will need from you guys is I need a copy of your credit report. So the credit report is crucial because if a financial institution or even just a car dealership, anyone that pulls your credit report, it's going to count as a hard inquiry. But if you pull your own credit report, it doesn't count as a hard inquiry. It actually just counts as a soft inquiry. So therefore, with my team and my underwriters, we can look at your credit report without having affect your personal credit report. And therefore, we kind of it's pretty much a way that we can go around the system without affecting you and giving you an estimate of how much money we can raise. Now, having said that, definitely check out the Meetup group that I'll be speaking on later today. It starts at 6:30, but registration is at 6, and this is going to be in Algonquin, Illinois. So for those of you guys that are not familiar with Algonquin, it's really close to Barrington, but I included the link on the description. It's on meetup.com with the one and only Joe Mueller. So Joe Mueller is a good friend of mine. He's a very well-known real estate speaker and a real estate investor in the Chicagoland area. He's always doing deals. He's one of the best here in the Chicagoland area, alongside Mr. Andrew Holmes, of course, who is the owner of Chicago RIA. So one of the biggest things that I believe in is partnering up with people that know what they're doing, people that I truly believe in what they're doing, and I know that they care and they actually get what the client or even what an investor is going through. So one of the questions was, let me see, I just got a question, was what if you are undocumented? So we can still raise money. Personally, myself, I have business owners that are undocumented, and the way that we can raise money is that you do have to have a cosigner. So whether you qualify for your business or you don't, you do need to have a cosigner. That way we can still raise money for your company. It just wouldn't be under you personally or under that individual. So that's one way to get around that. The cosigner, a lot of people don't like to cosign because they feel that there's a lot of risk involved, meaning that if something happens to the business, then you're not going to be able to kind of get away from it. That's somewhat true. The only difference with us is that because it's a business line of credit, regardless of how we raise the money on your business, it will not affect the person that is getting it, whether it be you or a cosigner, if that makes sense. So I'll just give you an example. Personally, we have business owners that don't qualify for a line of credit, but then you have grandma. Grandma has perfect credit. Grandma is one of those individuals that is over the 700 plus credit score. She's always paid everything in full, but grandma believes in you. So, and this is a true story, by the way. We get people that are parents. We get people that have no business experience, but they are willing to lend their credit over to their daughters, their sons, their family members. And for that reason, we can raise money through that particular individual, even though they have nothing to do with the business. And the way that's done is through a corporate resolution document where it's basically given authorization to raise money on the business behalf without them actually owning any part of the business. If that doesn't make sense, just send me a message and I can go over that in detail. But pretty much the process is really simple. So the process takes about 7 business days on average. It can take a little bit less. It can take a little bit more. It all depends on how organized you are, because the client is always going to be based on whether you have your documents in place, how organized you have your paperwork. So, definitely give me a call or just send me a message, and I'd be happy to go over that in detail with you. But overall, we do about $60 million in funding just in lines of credit alone. We're going to be doing a lot more with these term loans. Term loans, just so you guys know, is that it's based mostly on your income. So for those of you guys that don't necessarily have a 700 plus credit score, you can still qualify for up to $300,000 through a term loan. So the term loan is revolved around your income. So this is perfect for those of you guys that are looking to start a business, but you don't necessarily have the credit, but you have the income. So anything over $40,000 that you're reporting in the last 2 years' tax returns in net income, that's going to be ideal for somebody to get $100,000 plus in a term loan. Term loans are an average of around 6 years to 7 years, with around anywhere from 6% all the way up to 13%. Just keep in mind, there's so many different factors. So I don't want to go over my time because I know that this is more of an overview. but it seems like a lot of you guys are interested in funding. So I'll do a video later on to give you guys more information about how you can get involved in some of those funding strategies. But last and not least, the third event that I want to go over is our Les Brown event, and this is going to be happening on January 11th to the 14th of 2018. So myself and my business partner, James Dentley, will be doing an event with Les Brown. This is a partnership that we've put together. We've been thinking about this for a while, and we decided to go ahead and just go full on. James Dentley is one of the top speakers, sales speakers in the industry. He just came out with a brand new book called The 5 Frequencies of High Performers. So go ahead and check that out on Amazon. But anyways, on January 11th to the 14th, Les Brown and James Dentley will be doing a speakers camp for those of you guys that are interested in learning how to improve your speaking skills. In the speaking industry, that's one of the highest paid professions, and you definitely want to be better because everything's about communication. Everything is about how you communicate and how you are perceived through other people's minds. And there's so many different personalities out there. There's people that are money focused. There are people that are focused on giving back. There's people that are focused on just helping out. There's people that are focused on facts. So how do you go along in communicating your message where it touches every single one of those? If you're in a room of 200 people or if you're in a room of 2,000 people, what's the best method for you to impact most of those individuals? And that's really what the speakers camp goes into in depth. But with the one and only Mr. Les Brown, which is one of the top motivational speakers, if not the best motivational speaker out there, with obviously Mr. James Dentley, where they'll give you the ins and outs of the speaking industry and how you can create a 7-figure speaking industry or a speaking business. So if you're looking for more information on that, the website is www.inspiredtospeak.com, and the link is on the description. But I really do hope that I get a chance to work with you guys. I hope that I get a chance to learn more about each and every one of you guys. So you can feel free to reach out. I'll be doing more videos now. So this is something that we're doing a lot more of because there's people that are looking for more visual information. And a lot of this has been done all over the country, and with our events, we do them all over the world. So having said that, guys, again, check out the links that's on the description, and I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of you guys. We have so many different events happening, and I'll talk to you guys soon.